Hitting means kissing and scolding means loving. No beating, no scolding, no love. If you love me, I'm not kidding. He raised his whip and whipped her hard. That's how it seems to these girls. The sound of the peeper played by the whip on the body is like the sound of nature. If any woman fights with me for the right to be beaten, I will fight her to the end. Your whip can only hit me. I'm jumping joyfully. Even if the blood is dripping from the beating, it is also a kind of happy sweetness. Hello everyone. I am Madar. This episode takes us into Ethiopia, explore the unique culture of the Hama people together, heading south along Lake Turkana, driving all day, arrive at the famous Omo Valley. There are many relics of ancient humans here. There are still more than a dozen primitive tribes living here. The Hama tribe is one of them. Next 3 days, a major celebration will be held in the group. A side-playing game about love between men and women. 50 women take turns. Grind corn and mill it into flour. 50 women take turns. Then add natural yeast. Mix well and put into container. After fermentation, you can get an alcohol-like drink. Ladle hot wine from clay pot. The first scoop must be respectful to the elders, although it looks muddy, but it is very precious to them. The Hama people mainly graze cattle and sheep, but I also raise a few chickens. The children chase them like crazy, not to kill chickens and eat meat, but to get beautiful feathers. They like to decorate themselves with all kinds of beautiful things. After hunting ostriches before, just tie ostrich feathers on your head. In difficult times hunting, I had to use chicken feathers instead. Adults also like to wear various exquisite headwear. Hair can come in many shapes and styles. They spend a lot of time taking care of their hair every day. Men will. The forehead is cleanly shaved, then braid a lot of hair on the back of the head. African hair is thick and curly, so it's more troublesome to knit. First, you need to have good experience. Secondly, it takes a long time. It can be done easily in 2 or 3 hours. Complex ones may even consume energy for a whole day. Adult women have their own unique hairstyles. First, go to the wild to collect red clay blocks. Then take it back and bake it on fire. This can effectively sterilize and disinfect. Next, grind the red clay into powder. Fine red clay powder acts as a conditioner. Women gather together in small groups, doing each other's hair. Don't be shy about applying powder to your braids. If the stickiness is not strong enough, red soil cannot be covered. This is when butter comes in handy. It allows the red clay to stick firmly to the hair. In order to achieve perfection, each braid must be carefully kneaded. By the way, if you dress like this, wouldn't it be troublesome to wash your hair? But the woman smiled and said, "We will never wash our hair in our lives. For daily care, just prepare butter and red clay. This way you can protect your scalp from the damage of the hot sun." Hair full of butter and mud, doesn't it itch? The woman said she never felt itchy. On the contrary, it can keep their heads cool. Adult women must maintain this hairstyle. Otherwise, there will be people who become aliens of the ethnic group for the sake of tradition. On many women's necks, wearing a thick necklace. This is a token of love given by your husband when you get married. Although the shape and size are slightly different, but as long as you get married, you must wear it. Moshin, a boy from the village, is about to attend his coming-of-age ceremony. This is the most important thing in his life, so I have expectations. A little worried again. His parents died when he was very young. It was his eldest brother and sister-in-law who raised him. Now he can only herd sheep. Wait until adulthood. Can take care of the entire herd. As long as you successfully pass the test of the coming-of-age ceremony, Moshin can get married. And he already has a girl he likes. It's important to plan ahead for major marriage events, so I have to get the necklace first. Early the next morning, the second brother took Moshin out. How many kilometers did they walk? Arrive at the edge of the village. Came here specially to visit. Respected metal craftsman. It is difficult to find metal products in the village. Therefore, these scrap metals are rare items. The Hama people only herd and gather. There is almost no trace of industry. The work of metalsmiths is mysterious. He can make jewelry, farm tools, and weapons, so his status in the tribe is almost sacred. Primitive tribes all worship the god of fire. The work of a metalsmith is inseparable from fire. Fire can cause injury and death. Therefore, the tribesmen all stayed away from it. Some people don't even dare to look directly into its eyes. Earthen blowers burn charcoal red. Scrap metal can be forged and processed after it is red hot. This is also Ma Xing's first time here. He was fascinated by the work of metalsmiths. Can't even take my eyes away. After several hours of forging, scrap metal already has the prototype of a necklace. After the production is completed, it is wrapped in bark. This will avoid burning your hands. Although it looks a bit like a bullnose ring, but it is very precious to the people of Hammer. There is no such necklace. The girl will not marry him. Early next morning, sunny, the clouds are light and the wind is light. The 3-day Hamar traditional ceremony officially begins. Mix cornmeal and millet flour and simmer in a clay pot. This is also the food of the tribe during festivals. If mixed with milk, the taste will be richer. Usually women cook for men, but in these days, women can sit back and enjoy the benefits. Men will prepare food and deliver it to women. Women eat noodles and drink wine. Older women will smear butter all over their backs. This is preparation for the side fight ceremony. This will keep your skin moisturized so that the wound can heal better. Suddenly, a horn sound came from under the big tree. Girl prepares for coming of age ceremony. The horn is made by metal people. This is the most important musical instrument of the Hammer people. Playing the horn can not only enliven the atmosphere, it is also believed to purify people's souls. Then the shell-shaped bells were tied to the legs. It can make clear and pleasant sounds when walking and jumping. This is also a way for them to attract the opposite sex. The place where the ceremony is held, just on the dry bed of the Omu River. The river becomes plentiful again during the rainy season. It's Hamor, Mother River. It's the perfect place to hold your ceremony. When a strong man approaches, women will dance harder. The horn sound will also become hoarse. They will take the initiative to get in front of men. Ask them to whip themselves. The harder you push, the more love you have. It's better to whip him down, beaten to pieces, dripping with blood. Only in this way will women feel happy and happy. The scars on my back are like badges of honor, determines their popularity and status in the ethnic group. Men made oil paints from rock powder and applied it to their faces. Imitate beasts such as lions and leopards to show their strong courage and strength. Only the warriors of Hammer, only then can women be whipped in a ceremony. This is what they do to women, a way to express love and respect. That's why women rush to get spanked. Especially strong and handsome guys are more popular. The rattan they use is called misri. It means peace, prosperity and evolution. It can drive away evil spirits from people. To fight for the chance to be beaten, women often argue. Sometimes they even fight. There are more and more scars on their bodies, getting bigger. Old wounds have not healed, yet new scars have appeared. Women are still going forward. Some even fainted. Can't extinguish their enthusiasm. Ma Xin looked at everything happening in front of him. I am rehearsing silently in my heart. The ceremony continued on the second day. Everyone is preparing for the bull jumping ceremony. Women are preparing jewelry. Want to stand out at the ceremony? Maxin's eldest brother took off his loincloth and used it as a quilt, and the wooden stool in his hand can be used as a pillow. This wooden stool is called a berto. It is a traditional utensil of the Hammer people. Not big, easy to carry, hard texture, beautiful workmanship. Can be used as a stool wherever you go. As a pillow, it also ensures that your hairstyle is not messy. Such a precious and practical instrument. Only adult men have the right to use it. Women and children are not allowed to come into contact. Birkit is a symbol of adult male authority. Marcy is going to attend her bar mitzvah tomorrow. The eldest brother decided to prepare one for him in advance. Tobacco tree must be used to make berto. This tree is hard. It also has a certain oiliness. The tradition of the Ham tribe is father making berto for son, but because both of Maxin's parents died, I had to let my eldest brother do it for me. The eldest brother loves this little brother very much. I have taken good care of him since he was a child. Subsequently, they prepared a special food for Ma Xing. Freshly sorted cow blood is placed in a wooden ladle. Then pour the boiled milk into it. It will gradually solidify during the cooling process. They think you must eat this food before participating in the coming-of-age ceremony to gain fearless courage and powerful strength. My surname has never been tried, but he took a sip. I think it tastes okay, so I followed tradition and filled my stomach. When the sun is about to set, Moshin's eldest brother started to get busy. He wants to prepare another high-end delicacy for his brother. Hama tribe regard meat, blood, eggs and honey as the best food. I have eaten the other 3 kinds of horseshoes. Tonight, Dago will gather honey for it. The beehive is on the big tree at the entrance of the village. Honey is collected only during major festivals. Sister-in-law arrived first. Get ready for a honey harvesting. When it gets dark, Big Brother started climbing the tree. It's almost as dangerous as collecting wild honey. Fortunately, his wife lit a torch for him. You can pull it up together with the barrel. Bees are afraid of smoke. This will drive them away. Don't worry about hurting them. The ancient Greeks considered honey the food of the gods. The ancient Romans believed honey came from the sky. The descending fairy deer and modern nutrition has already proven that honey contains a variety of trace elements and active enzymes, is one of the most nutritious and healthy foods. So before the coming of age ceremony, the Hama boys will enjoy this food as you should. Although my eldest brother was stung many times, but he still felt it was worth it. Since the death of parents, the couple just raised Moshing like a son. I want to take good care of him until he gets married. Moshing is at home, waiting for the elder brother to hand over the honey to him. This is a very precious food. Big Brother hopes that he will be full of courage and strength. After eating, achieve success in tomorrow's ball jumping ceremony. On the 3rd day of the ceremony, Moshing will usher in the most important day of his life. But before that, he has to fill his stomach first. The second brother made an exception and allowed him to drink. This can relieve tension. Moshing wears a jersey made of cowhide, ready for the challenge. If the challenge fails, will accept the harshest punishment, and it will bring shame to the family, live a lifetime of ridicule. So anyway, he wants to ensure success. They drove a few cows to the Omu Valley and waited. Again the women blew their horns and came forward. The cattle were frightened and fled in all directions. The women seemed to be deliberately torturing them. It is said that this is done to make the cow feel tired. You will feel more confident. When performing a bull leaping ceremony, soon the tribe members arrived at the ceremony location. Today's leading actor has also appeared. Before the ceremony begins, a lamb will be sacrificed. This means the end of the boy's childhood. No longer dubbed as a little donkey by tribal elders, become a real man, undergo some mysterious ritual. From then on he had the right to hold the cane. Naked in leather clothes, jump over a row of cows. Less than 5 seconds. The tribesmen present cheered and encouraged him. Take a deep breath. Jump on the bull's back again. Complete the second jump. Just complete 4 jumps successfully. Moshing's coming of age ceremony is complete. All the tribesmen offered their blessings to him. Bless him to become a real man, have the right to marry, have children, and start a family. I also hope he has great power and fearless courage to defend the ethnic group's land.